as we're kind of all getting up and you know, you're like, ooh, that's the one. I wanted to let you know we'll have that. This is a short presentation on this, but I want to get into it. This is the Multigemstone Evil Eye Cuff Bracelet off of the HSN, off our price, not even the appraisal. Do you see the appraisal up there, over $600? Off ours, we're taking $83 off. I think we have about 28 left of these. It's gonna fit wrists between 6 to 7 inches. It's hinged on one side. It is that rope texture. But I remember when you were talking about this before, saying everybody should have one piece of something with an evil eye on it, whether it's a pendant or a cuff. This would be perfect.
It's perfect, and it's perfect because of what I was saying before. It is one of those items that you could throw on with jeans, and then you could throw it on at night.
Yep.
And it's also one of those styles, you can layer it, but on its own with that gorgeous shape, it's perfect. And you know, I like how Lynn's wearing it with the tanzanite ring, because you have the London blue topaz of the evil eye, how it just picks up on the tanzanite and really makes it pop. You have the gorgeous sparkling diamonique around the whites of the eye. And that texture actually that's on the bracelet itself is Judith's signature Southampton. So it's a hybrid between a rope and her signature angled brochet. And that just gives it so much more depth and dimension and makes it all the more special. And again, signature Judith Ripka.
And if someone doesn't know, when we're talking about evil eye and what that represents and why we say everybody should have like one piece.
Everybody should have something to ward off evil.
Yes.
You just, you know, maybe it's a superstition, maybe you believe it. I always feel comfortable when I know that I have a little bit of evil eye on me, whether it be a bracelet, an earring, a ring. It's just something nice that everyone should own.
We can all use a little extra help.
All use a little extra help. You have that day.
Help in the day.
You come across somebody, you're like, I need a little extra protection today.
Yes,
I need
absolutely.
a little spiritual uplift.
All of us are saying, yes, Heidi, that is absolutely. I want to remind you that was a short presentation because we only have about 28 of those left to go around in that. So item number for that is 655502 on this beautiful cuff bracelet with the evil eye. We have so much more to go over, but I do want to let you know something pretty amazing that's coming up a little bit later on HSN, because again, I like you guys to kind of jot it down in your calendars. But